Hi, third graders. We're going to check our work for DLA day 3. Today, day 3 and day 4. So if you haven't done day 4, please pause the video, finish that now. And we're going to start with number 1. What part of the friendly letter? I got a new cat named Topsy on Thursday. So parts of the friendly letter would be the heading, which would have the date and an address. The greeting would be dear and then whoever you're writing to. The body gives them important information. Then you also have the closing, which would be sincerely or thank you from, and then the signature would be your name. So this part of the friendly letter would be part of the body. You're telling your reader about what you're going to be writing about. If you got that right, give yourself a star. Okay, correct these sentences. If you saw Jacob, will you tell him that I need to see him? So we're going to start with the capital If. Jacob needs to be capitalized. Capital I. And then we're going to end with a question mark. This is asking a question. So, and we're going to change saw to see. I almost forgot that. So it would say, if you see Jacob, comma, will you tell him that I, capital, need to see him? Question mark. So make sure this is a question mark. If you got that right, give yourself a star. Number 3, the playground at Herman Park was flooded during the month of October. So we're going to start with a capital T. Herman Park needs to be capitalized because it is a proper noun. And October needs to be capitalized. It's also a proper noun. And we're going to end with a period, because it's just a statement. The playground at Herman Park was flooded during the month of October. Okay, if you got that right, give yourself a star. Number 4, which word does not belong in the group? We have Africa, which is a continent, Atlantic, which is an ocean, Pacific, which is an ocean, and Indian, which is also the name of an ocean. So the word that does not belong in the group is Africa, because that is a continent, and the other 3 are names of oceans. Okay, number 5, carrots, lettuce, spoon, tomato. So carrots, lettuce, and tomato are all foods, and a spoon is something you use to eat, so that is a word that does not belong. Okay, let's move on to day 4. So let's look at the analogy. Prefixes come at the beginning of a word. So a suffix, which is what we're going to learn. Oh, I have that. Thank you. But no, that's okay. I'll take it. Thank you. A suffix, that is what we're going to learn about next week, and that comes at the end of a word. So if you got that right, give yourself a star. Number 2, your heart is inside your body, so your skin is outside your body. Got that right? Give yourself a star. Okay, number 3. At 5:45, the doorbell rang, and we got our pizza from Joe's Pizza Palace. We're going to put a capital. Here, we need to put a colon between the hour and the minutes. And then this has to have a capital letter for Joe's Pizza Palace. And also Joe's needs an apostrophe because the Pizza Palace belongs to Joe. And then the name of the store is capitalized because it's a proper noun. And then we're going to end with a period. So your sentence looks like this. At 5:45, the doorbell rang, comma, and we got our pizza from Joe's Pizza Palace, period. Okay, give yourself a star or fix it if you need to. Number 4, Mrs. Smothers asked, will you be out of town long? So we're going to start. Mrs. needs a capital and a period because it's the abbreviation of the title of the name. Smothers needs to be capitalized because that's her last name. And asked is fine, but after the word asked, we're going to put a comma and then quotations because what did she ask? She asked, will you be out of town long? So we're going to put quotation marks around will, before will and after long. And also, since this is her sentence her question that she said, we're going to capitalize will, and she asked a question, so we're going to put a question mark. So this is what it's going to look like. Mrs. Smothers asked, comma, quotations, capital. Will you be out of town long? Question mark, quotations. Go ahead and give yourself a star. And then number 5, give 2 words that rhyme with the following word. So we have the word days, so we're looking at the ending of the word, and we're finding other words that have that same sound. They don't have to be spelled the same. So days would also rhyme with a's, and maybe even ways. So those are just 2 examples. As long as you have 2 words that have the ending sound the same, then you are good. All right, boys and girls, good job checking your work. We will see you next week. Make sure you remember that there is a time change for our online meetings. So check out the email that I sent your parents, and also I will talk about it during our meeting today. All right, good job, boys and girls. We'll see you next time.